Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to start another series talking about Spring Boot microservices. Now the previous series we did was on we developed a mini banking application, and that was a monolithic application. Now by that we mean that the codes were in one base, or the codes reside in one base application. Now we want to split up the application into, for now, two services: the payment service and the account service. What do we want to achieve with that? Microservices helps us achieve a couple of things, and I'll talk about three of them quickly. First is for isolation. Suppose we have a bug or something we're trying to troubleshoot in our code, we can easily tailor our troubleshooting down to that particular service. We don't have to litter the whole of the application with breakpoints and logs and all of that, right? And it doesn't have to affect the other parts of the code. Imagine that you're trying to start up a single code base, right? As to starting up just a chunk of it. The chunk of it is going to start up faster. You're going to run your tests faster and all of that. Now, another thing we can look at is maintainability. It's easier for us to maintain the codes that way. So you can easily deploy a team to manage that particular microservice. And if we want to, you say develop a new feature, we can easily develop and deploy that new feature to that particular microservice. Another thing we can talk about is scalability. If we want to run multiple instances of just that particular microservice, assuming that microservice is taking a lot of hits. By hit, I mean taking a lot of requests. So it's easier for us to deploy more resources to that particular microservice than deploy resource to the whole microservice, to the whole application as it were currently. So that's few reasons why we should split application into a microservice. So without wasting much time, let us get our hands busy. Now quickly, let us head to start.spring.io, and we just create two microservices here. We'll say accounts service, and I'm going to make this a Maven project. Leave this as default, and default, and default, and just generate this project. And next I'm going to create payment service and generate. All right, that's downloaded to our downloads folder. Now quickly we go to our code repository, GitHub, and just to clone this repository, copy that. Now we head to our terminal, and I'm just going to go to the downloads folder. Now I'm going to do git clone and paste that. Great. So our application has been downloaded to our downloads folder. So quickly, let us go there. Now you see, let's start with the account service. So quickly, I want to get here, but we need to go to the last branch that we had in the Spring Boot application. So I go cd Spring Boot, and then just say git checkout mysql db. Great. So now we have switched to the branch. This is so that we can have all the folders, because by default is on the first branch. Okay, now head back here, Spring Boot, this one. Now we go to source, and here go to Java here, and yeah, so copy all of this and go back to downloads, go to accounts, source, main. I'm going to fast forward this a bit, so because we're just copying and pasting. We will do the actual editing later. Paste all of that here. Now go back to extract the payment service. Now the payment service is open, and we go same place. Now we paste all of that here. Now head back to the Spring Boot, copy this pom.xml and head back to downloads to do the same thing here and just replace the pom.xml. Now go to the downloads back, go to accounts, payment service, replace the pom.xml also. Now go back to Spring Boot, and one more thing we need to copy from here is the resource. Inside the resource, the application's properties, and head back here and go to the account service first. Go here, main and resource. Yeah, replace this. I'm just replacing it on my other screen. It's not going to go to the secondary screen, so you can just copy and paste or replace. So go back here now to the payments, do the same thing, resource, and then replace. Great. So now we have our application set up. Let us go to Spring 2 Suite and let us import the first one. Import. Let us import from our downloads and import the account service first. Nice. Now our application has loaded up, so of course we expect these errors because we copied and pasted. Now let us just do a search across the application, and so if I go here, search, and go to file, now just search for banking app. So this is, if you open up this, you see there's like this banking app. So I'm just going to copy this and search across the application, and so anything banking app, so replace it with accounts service. Okay, now that has taken effect and you can save that. Now go to pom.xml. Let's just be sure. Okay, this has updated also. Now let's just run Maven update project, and I quickly want to refactor and rename this and call it this. Okay, good. Now there are some things that we will not need here, but we will delete them as we go through the application. Let me delete this and re-import it just to be sure that that has taken effect. Browse and account service. Finish. Okay, nice. So we see our account service is up there. Now if we open the second one, import existing Maven project, and keep going as usual. You see, and go to downloads and payment service, open. Now we tend to open this one. Now we still have those same set of errors. You know what, I'm just going to remove this one for now and remove. So let us rename this also. Okay, let's just search across the application first. So file, so anywhere you find banking service, replace it with replace. And what do we want to replace it with? Payment service. Okay, and search across and replace. Let's go to pom.xml. That has been updated there too. Now we can update project. Now we can refresh, and something I like to do also is just clean up the project, just project clean. and that's it. Okay, we need to refactor and rename this payment service, and let's go Maven update project. Right, so delete that now. Maven has updated, and just import it again just to be sure it has taken effect. Okay, all good. So that has taken effect now. So next thing we need to do is to start working on the individual microservices and connect them up together. So in the next video, we are going to go on about that. Until then, thank you.